very special day. It is the 12th year anniversary of Hurricane Katrina striking New Orleans, Louisiana. Today's broadcast will include special guests, special interviews, and depictions of the devastating aftermath.
The flooding was so bad that even cars were submerged under the water. This is the streets. This is a rescue boat going to find flood victims. Hurricane Katrina destroyed so much. Even the houses were submerged. She destroyed this house. This photo was taken in Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Our special guest is Julia Martin, a hurricane survivor. Hello, Julia. How are you doing?
Good, thank you. Yourself?
Fine. Thank you for asking. So, Julia, are you ready to start this interview?
Yes.
Okay. The first question I will ask you is, how did you prepare for the hurricane with the little notice you had?
When I got the news a hurricane was coming, I immediately went to this store. I knew that there would be water and food shortages. Everyone was going crazy. I was luckily able to stock up on things I knew I would need. I got a generator, a lot of canned food, coolers, ice, water, and pretty much everything else the store had in stock. Everyone was going crazy, especially for the water. I was only able to get 1 gallon. I knew that would not be enough. I did not know exactly how long I'd be stuck at home or how long the hurricane would last. So I drove to the nearest store with water in stock. I was the 10th person in line who was able to get that 1 gallon. I thought to myself, 2 gallons of water for who knows how long. This is not nearly enough. I knew that I would pretty much get more water if I kept going around, and I figured out it was a huge waste of time. So I went back home. I read this article about filling up everything with faucet water if you cannot find water in the store. So when I got home, I did this, installed a generator and started and ice and left them in the attic where I was staying. Then I grabbed my mattress, sheets, a radio, a flashlight, all the supplies I bought at the store, and much more. I thought I was very well prepared.
Wow, Julia, amazing. My second question is, what happened in the morning?
I went to bed that I was ready to ride the storm, or so I thought. I thought it would be a hurricane. That was not going to be that bad. Boy, I was wrong. She hit the early morning of August 29th, 2005. I heard the sound, sirens, and screams. I will never forget this day, ever. I was in my attic and praying that my generator would work. I knew it wouldn't. I tried using the electricity by turning on the attic lights. Bad idea. Flickering and a small fire. I just burned a fuse. I freaked out and grabbed 1 of the gallons of water. I dumped half of it on a small fire. I couldn't believe what I had just done. Ugh, I yelled. I was very annoyed. I already knew I was already down half a gallon of water. Whatever, the past is in the past.
Wow, Julia, I am so sad you had to go through all of that. I'm glad you had enough supplies to get you through. What happened after the hurricane was over?
After the hurricane was over, I was relieved. I turned on the radio and listened to the local weather channel. I heard many reports of people's houses flooding all the way up. I hoped that this would not be me. Then all of a sudden I felt a pool of water forming near my feet. I thought it was just like the gallon of water dripping. But quickly I realized the truth. My house had flooded. It was like an out-of-body experience. All I grabbed was a sheet, radio, flashlight, water, 2 cans of green beans, and a picture of my family and I. I was a nervous wreck. I was stuck on my roof for 12 hours. I was losing hope as quickly as my house was flooding. Fast. I was luckily saved by the kind, caring, and generous volunteers. I thought I was going to die. I'm so thankful to this day for the volunteers who saved me and so much others. I knew that I'm so lucky to be here right now. So that was my Hurricane Katrina story. Thank you for having me.
My pleasure, Julia. Thank you for coming and sharing your story.
No problem.
Hi, thanks for tuning in. Be sure to stay tuned after this short commercial break. A very devastating hurricane named Hurricane Irma just passed. Millions are left without power and homeless. No! Dozens are dead.
What should I do to help them?
Go to AmericanRedCross.com and click the donate button.
I should think about that. I'll go do that now.
What a great human being.
No kidding.
Hello everybody! Thank you for staying tuned for that short commercial break. Next we will have another interview with another hurricane survivor, Miss Betty. She was not as lucky as Julia, and she had a horrifying story. Please welcome Miss Kaliko. Hi, how are you doing today?
Great, how are you?
Good, thank you for asking. Are you ready to start?
Yep.
Okay, the first question is, how did you prepare for the hurricane with the little notice you had?
Well, we got around 24 hours of notice. Not much. Everyone was so worried. Everyone went crazy to prepare for the hurricane. I started to pack. I was going to evacuate. The tollways were packed, but I was going to wait because it was the best option. I was in the car for 16 hours and I made it 12 miles. It was around 2 in the morning and Katrina was going to strike around 6. I knew that would get much further away, so I turned around. I did not want to be stuck on the highway when a hurricane was striking. I knew that staying at home was not a great option, so the Superdome was my last resort. I got to the Superdome around 2:45. It did not take long because no one was going in that direction. I unpacked everything, parked my car, and walked. The line was so long. It took me forever to get in. When I finally got in, it was crowded. Very crowded.
Wow, Betty, what was it like in the Superdome?
I thought it was going to be great. When I arrived, we had working toilets, lots of food, and water. I figured it would last and I would have a great stay. Boy, I was wrong. That same night, a few hours after I got there, the toilets broke. That is when I realized that was not going to be a walk in the park. I could not fall asleep. I was honestly so scared. I did not want to miss anything important or have anything of mine stolen. I stayed up all night. By morning, I was exhausted, but I could not sleep. I heard the wrath of Katrina, and I was not going to lie, she was loud. I went to bed, and the next thing I heard was, "There's a leak!" I was so confused. Then I looked up, and there was a leak. What the heck? The Superdome was supposed to be invincible. They never fixed that leak. Over the next day, things would have got worse. Gunshots, stealing, no water, no food. And don't even get me started about the smell. The Superdome is a huge faculty, but since it was filled with over 14,000 hot and sweaty people, the smell was putrid. Also, the toilets broke over the first 24 hours, so you had no they would do it on the floor, walls, or anything else but the toilets.
Wow, Betty, that sounds absolutely horrible. I'm so sorry you had to go through all that. How long were you at the Superdome until rescue?
Well, I guess I was incredibly lucky. I was rescued in 3 days. Some people were rescued in double that.
Wow, Betty, thank you so much for coming and answering all of these questions.
No problem.
Bye, Betty.
Bye.
To wrap up tonight's special broadcast, we will have one last interview with the meteorologist, Miss Molly Smith.
Hello.
Hello. So, a very popular question that is asked all the time is, how did Hurricane Katrina start?
Well, it started as a tropical storm passing through the Bahamas. The wind mile per hour in the storm can range from 38 to 73 miles per hour. As time goes on, the wind speed increases, which was displayed during Katrina. She became stronger and stronger, leading to becoming a hurricane at Category 5, meaning wind gusts over 157 miles per hour.
Whoa, that is so interesting. Thank you so much.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
My pleasure. Bye.
This is Danica Snyder, another meteorologist.
What impact did Hurricane Katrina have on the U.S.?
Well, it had a huge impact. The levees and the flood walls broke, which caused extensive flooding. This made a huge impact because the Mississippi River was closed in the area because of all the flooding, so nothing could be shipped through it. Also, seafood was a huge export of Louisiana. With all the flood banks, no seafood would be caught for a while. Aside from the flooding, 8 oil refineries were destroyed. This made oil, energy, electricity, and more go up in price. Katrina did a lot of damage. It actually cost the U.S. about $81 billion. A lot of this damage is because of the infrastructure. People that did not have great infrastructure lost everything. They had to rebuild streets, houses, bridges, and everything else you can imagine. New Orleans is a town of history and charm. After Katrina, nobody wanted to visit for a while because of all the damage. This cost Louisiana a ton of money. They were used to be getting billions from New Orleans a year. From tourists, now they were getting much less. The only good impact that Katrina has, which she made us aware that superstorms like her can come now, need better infrastructure and better levees, so that if another disaster like her comes again.
Thank you for staying tuned for this special broadcast. I hope you enjoyed it and learned a few new things about Hurricane Katrina. I am Maddie Bates, and this is Channel 7.